One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Two can be as lonely as one. Oh, hello, welcome to Elf Centered. Today we're going to talk about something a lot of people talk about. Alone versus lonely. Being single. You know, there's a difference between alone and lonely. Alone is a state of being. Loneliness is an emotional state. So why do we couple up? You'll hear a lot of theories from the internet, from self-help books, from experts in the field. There are a lot of reasons. Biological imperative. Mom Nature wants us to couple up to have kids. It's propagation of the species. You can't have that without coupling up, at least for a night. We're social animals. We like being with groups. We like being with other people. We like being with, and having a consistent and constant circle, family, tribe. It's a good thing. It makes us feel comfortable. It makes us feel accepted. Chemistry, pheromones. You walk by someone and the way they move, the way they smell, most people don't recognize pheromones. It's just something that happens. Social pressures. We're told, the family is this. And I don't care whether your definition of family is a man and a woman and children, 2 men and adopted children, 2 women and children, 8 people of various genders and sexual preferences. A family unit is still a family unit. It provides support, it provides protection, it provides role models, and both male and female role models are extremely important throughout life. Drives me a little crazy when people are like, oh, no, single mothers are fine. The boy doesn't need a male role model. Yes, you do. And it doesn't matter whether you're a boy or a girl, you need a male role model as much as a female role model. Everyone has different things to contribute. It's a drive not always based on sexual preference. Otherwise, you would not have homosexual couples. You would not have sexless couples who have sex a couple times, have the kids, and then that's it. There's a comfort thing. A lot of people tell you, and this is just a quick little aside, that the procedure it should go in is friends, lust, and then love. Date your friends. Go out with your friends. It can be awkward. There are many points in the friendship journey where one or both of you is not in a dating place. My dad, very wise man, one afternoon we were talking, said a lot of people get that wrong. It starts with lust. You see someone you want. It goes to love from there. It's an emotional response. And then it becomes friendship. It starts with a physical desire. I want to touch that person's naked body. It goes to the, aren't we a wonderful couple? I want to hold hands with you forever. I'll never leave you. And then you slowly move into, or one day wake up and find out that you've picked your best friend in the entire world for the rest of your life. And those are the ones that last. One of the things I hear, and it's something that women tend to say more than men, and it's aimed at men, is that you must be okay with yourself before you can be okay with someone else. You must love yourself before you can be allowed to love it. Like, we need permission. Be allowed to love someone else. You must be whole and complete. You're not okay with yourself, so therefore you can't be okay in a relationship. Screw that for a bag of chips. Really, that's the same as saying it's not me, or it's not you, it's me. You know what? No, it is you. It is both of you. The problem is, no one is perfect. We are all works in progress. Being alone is a very difficult thing. Being that independent and yet still knowing when to ask for support is an extremely difficult thing to do. Nobody's perfect, which is good, because perfection is boring, really. But we are all paintings and sculptures that have yet to be completed and may not be in our lifetime. So you have no place telling someone they're not okay with themselves, because odds are, when you scrape away the veneer and dig beneath the surface, neither are you. Are you telling me that you are so fantastically put together there's nothing you would change? You often hear it with, you're incomplete, or, well, okay, the complaint is, and it's normally from men, I'm incomplete. I have a hole. It needs to be filled with a partner. And the response is often, well, go fix yourself first, because with that hole there, nobody's going to touch it. Now, there's desperation, which, yeah, don't do that, because that just, you can smell it from miles away. It smells like Axe body spray, and you don't want it. But yes, when it comes to partnering up, except for those of us who are completely non-sexual and non-physical and introverts to the point where we are happy living in our little tiny apartment and never leaving, and that is a very, very, very tiny number, we all have that hole. We all are looking for someone to complete us. And I don't mean complete by making us a more whole person, but you can look at it that way, but making us a better person, giving us the support and a place to offer support, making us more complete. So yeah, okay, maybe I was wrong there. It is about making us more complete, and we all need it. Think of it this way. I was told by a girlfriend when breaking up that I wasn't okay with myself. I learned very early on how to be independent. I go to movies on my own. I go to dinners in fancy restaurants on my own. I do a lot of things on my own. Generally, I'm pretty okay with myself. There are some things I'd like to change. There are some parts of me that annoy the heck out of me. I argue with myself frequently. Talking to yourself is fine. It's when you argue and lose that you should start to worry. So I dug into self-help books and went and talked to some therapists, got kicked out of some therapist office because, well, apparently I'm okay on my own. But okay, so I have this whole, I am incomplete, I have issues with myself, I'm not okay with myself. So I go and I fix that. I take the time, I take the energy, and I fix that. Why do I need you now? I am perfectly fine on my own. I can entertain myself. I'm happy on my own. Why do I need a prospective mate? It's often said along the lines of, or the implication is, you know what, you're not okay on your own, you go fix that, come back to me, and once you're good on your own, we'll get together. Why? I have no use to be in a relationship now because I'm fine on my own. It makes no sense. There is no logic in there. Even emotionally, it doesn't make sense. Be honest. If you don't like someone, be honest. If there are problems, be honest. If communication doesn't fix it, be honest. The number of people, don't say things carefully and gently to, so you don't hurt someone's feelings. When rejection is occurring, it's going to hurt people's feelings, one or both. We're adults. Accept that and deal with it. That is, you don't have to stop being selective. And by selective, I mean picky. You don't have to settle. If you end up with someone you don't like, if you end up with, in a relationship, and I've seen that happen, relationships sometimes just spontaneously occur. You wake up one morning and go, wow, I've got a partner. How the hell did that happen? You can see how it goes, and if it doesn't go where you want it to go, well, then stop it. Change it. Move it on. Part amicably. Be friends if you want to, but continue on with your life. Don't settle. Human beings are extremely simple creatures, but we are so complex in our simplicity because we do it ourselves. We make ourselves complex and confusing. A lot of it's because of a lack of communication. A lot of it's because of assumptions. You know what they say about assumptions? Assumption makes an ass out of you and some guy named Umption, who I'm really sad about because apparently he's made an ass of constantly. You want to look for someone who accepts you as you are. And there's the joke that, men date to let themselves go and women date to change them in. Yeah, some do, some don't. 6 of one, a half dozen the other. Diversity, wonderful thing. You want to find someone who accepts you as you are, whether you've got that hole or not, and supports the changes that you want to make. Often the changes, you're now in a relationship, that hole's gone. You filled it with someone that you can focus on, someone that you can love. Love is become a term for the unattainable these days, I'm finding. Something that is sought after by everybody. And almost a dirty term. It really saddens me. But stop coming up with excuses and reasons. Be honest. And there are days, I don't know, but all the advice in the world I can give you, other people can give you. Really, honestly, it's up to you to sort it out.